even in the last kind of 3 years, I've seen significant change. I think with the rise of the Me Too movement and just the fact that women's sports is clearly a great investment. I think a lot of the Women's World Cup and the successes of that have kind of transitioned and permeated into golf as well. And I think, you know, we are 52% of the population. It is such a great business opportunity and obviously the right thing to do to make sure that golf is a welcoming sport for women. And I think more people are seeing that. And
I'm sitting here as a woman in the general secretary's or general manager's position, and we're going to have a club captain soon to be a woman. So I think it is heading in the right direction, albeit I think it's slow. I think it is heading in the right direction where we'll have a more even split of women and men. I think it's the language that's used about women golfers, and I'm forever picking up that. And that's not bad language. I mean, it's just in general about, you're right about ladies being slow, about them not giving as much access. I'm very aware of that, and I'm very aware of calling it out at the time. We've got a buddy system, so if we've got a new lady that comes in, we tell the ladies captain, she gives her a call, makes her feel welcome, and there is a buddy system so that if she has no one to play with, they'll make sure that she has someone to go out and at least to start that journey and that experience at the golf club. So I think ladies do look after ladies better, but you know, it's just where we are just now.
Really interesting coming into golf from a kind of finance and change management background, looking at how businesses run more efficiently, when you realize that golf clubs are trying their best to, I guess, service a particular demographic at their golf club, perhaps some of their older members. And actually, as you all have rightly said, that's not a sustainable business model, because a lot of these individuals will no longer be playing golf in 10, 15 years time. And then you've got this big gap of new and young people who need to be serviced, welcomed, and included in the club because they are the future of it.
You were talking about potential product displacement. I think we've got to be very conscious that now that you don't have to be a member of a club to get a handicap, there are people playing, you know, golf ranges, simulators, so on and so forth. There's actually a threat in the sort of medium term from just exactly that sort of activity to the traditional club, and we've got to be aware of the changing perception of the younger generation as they come through. I know, you know, my own grandson, who's one of our juniors, you know, he loves the idea of playing golf on a simulator. He just, you know, that is what he wants to do. That's he loves going out in the course when it's nice and things like that. Bad weather, you know, I want to go and play it on a simulator somewhere. Different generations coming through, and just being aware of these things. So that displacement activity now is a threat in the sort of medium term.
We don't necessarily have an issue at this moment in time getting women into golf, but I think sometimes we actually have an issue keeping women in golf because of either the way that they're treated, because of the way that golf clubs are set up that are not flexible enough or don't cater for women who have jobs, etc. And I think to be able to showcase clubs as that great community that they are and can be, I think social media again is a really important thing, because if I was to go to, I don't know, a local area and stay in Dorset with my in-laws and look at local golf clubs, if I see no women on their social media pages, if they have social media at all, and that's a totally different issue, then I'm not going to feel very welcome to go there. I don't really want to go there. Maybe the place isn't for me. Whereas if I see a different social media page full of women, juniors, loads of people having great fun, that's a place for me. That's where I want to go and play.
We've got great numbers of juniors that are coming through. Transitioning these juniors from the practice and the teaching they get from the pro into the course is the most difficult thing that every golf club suffers from. So what we're doing is we're developing the practice area, not to lose it as a practice area, but in certain times of the week, it will be the wee course for juniors or beginner golfers. Yeah. There you start to tap into the family message, right? Because if the mum can go and play with the kids, or the mum and the dad can go and play with the kids, or the dad's with the kids and the mum's on the 18-hole course, or vice versa, any combination that suits any family, there's a place for all of them to come and play golf. So what you do is you create an environment for them to come along. And then what do you do is you promote it. And that's where we engage with Caddie marketing. Promote that inclusion and let people see that they're welcome to come and play at whatever level and whether they want to play 9.
There are a lot more initiatives. Now, I think one thing I'm seeing a lot is things being called out more discussion happening, which I think is incredibly important, more discourse. And I think that is bringing about tangible change. And I think social media is so powerful in that it allows young girls and boys to have closer access to their role models and to see them and even interact with them in many cases. And I think that's really important. You know, we all have hopefully heard of the phrase, you got to see it to be it. So I think that real change is definitely happening. Still a fair bit more to do, but the general trend is absolutely upwards.
We're very fortunate, Ladybank, to have green number 9 and tee number 10 right in front of the clubhouse. So we now have 3 options of 9 holes. Yeah. So we're using the environment and the setup of the course just by default to actually help encourage people to be in the clubhouse, play 9 holes, eat a burger, digest it, then go and play another 9, do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. Just feel welcome here. I have to say, folks, as if you didn't work this out already, the support we've had from the Caddie marketing guys to help promote the club, number 1, and now to promote the key messages coming across from the club, number 2, is a real important part of the transition. The modern world doesn't want you always to bring people in the room and sit down and lecture them from the front. The best way to reach them is through your social media campaign messages. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more, Colin.
Yeah.